Breaking news just coming in. Three-judge Supreme Court bench begins hearing on Idgah Maidan. Ganesh Chaturthi, Justice Indira Banerjee, Justice A.S. Oka and Justice M.M. Sundaresh are hearing the matter at this point. That's the latest coming in. The hearing as scheduled has begun now. We'll wait for what the Supreme Court has to say on this, but this is a matter that was referred to the three-judge Supreme Court bench after there was a difference in opinion when the Supreme Court was hearing the court earlier between the two judges who were hearing the bench, and now a three-judge Supreme Court bench has begun the hearing in the Idgah case. A lot of questions are arising at this point in terms of who the property really belongs to, etc. Anisha will be getting us the details in terms of how the arguments are going on in the Supreme Court in front of the three-judge bench as the lawyers have started making their arguments before the three-judge bench. We'll get you those details. Many questions, but the answers will have to come today itself, because tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi, and one way or the other, the court perhaps would have to pass an order to avoid any kind of problems tomorrow in the Idgah Maidan. At the Idgah Maidan, I beg your pardon, the three-judge Supreme Court bench has begun hearing this case on the Ganesh Chaturthi Rao. Justice Indira Banerjee, Justice A.S. Oka, Justice M.M. Sundaresh are hearing the matter as we speak. Anisha will be joining us in moments from now and getting us up to speed with the very latest developments on this story. This matter, remember, was referred to the three-judge bench, and now the Supreme Court has started hearing the petitions challenging the Karnataka High Court verdict permitting the use of Idgah Maidan in Bengaluru for Ganesh Chaturthi. In fact, a little while back, Justice Hemant, Gupta and Sudhanshu Dhulia stated they could not arrive at a consensus on this issue. And now three-judge bench is hearing it. All right, we're getting some breaking news coming in. Bangalore Idgah case hearing before Supreme Court has begun, which is what we're breaking at the moment. Sibal says matter was argued today and the judges deferred. It's admitted position that no religious function has been performed on this Idgah property for 200 years. This is covered by this court's 1964 judgment, on basis of which injunction was granted in our favor and we perform prayer here twice a year. So this is the 1964 judgment being quoted by Kapil Sibal, and this is the same 1964 judgment that holds that the Idgah Maidan belongs to the Waqf Trust, which is also something that the advocates would be arguing today who are appearing in this matter, and also the Solicitor General. Anisha is joining us live for the latest details. Anisha, bring us up to speed. What's going on? The 1964 Supreme Court judgment being cited by Kapil Sibal, on the basis of which injunction was granted in their favor and they performed a prayer twice a year, and now Kapil Sibal is saying that it is admitted position that no religious function has been performed in this property for over 200 years. What more are you picking up, and what does the SG have to say about this?
Well, yes, Chaiti, the three-judge bench of Justices Indira Banerjee, A.S. Oka and Justice M.M. Sundaresh has started hearing this matter. Senior Advocate Kapil Sibal, appearing for the Karnataka Waqf Board, is presenting his side of the argument before this three-judge bench. The crux of the argument that has been made so far is that there has been no other religious function apart from the functions of the Muslim religion in that ground for the last 200 years. That there is a 1964 judgment of the Supreme Court, there is a 1964 Waqf Act, and there is a new Waqf Act which was created, under which the notification was issued. There's a 1977 injunction case, all of which had recognized this area as a Waqf land, and those there was no objection or dispute raised with regard to the Waqf notification at the time when the notification was issued.
More updates coming in. Sibal reading history of the land issue, 1964 Waqf notification, also under the new Waqf Act. No one disputed that till the year 2022. Now someone has disputed and now claimed to hold Ganesh Chaturthi festival on the ground. Sibal says a suit for permanent injunction was granted in our favor again. Property has been declared as Waqf property. The character cannot be changed now. If it has to be challenged, it has to be done under 6 months under the Act. No one challenged. You know, Anisha, we were mentioning this about the same issue as to how the property has been declared as a Waqf property by the Supreme Court, and how suddenly in 2022 they want to hold this Ganesh Utsav festival, and big questions arising on that. But we'll have to wait to see what the three-judge bench, I beg your pardon, has to say on this.
Well, yes, Chaiti, the special bench of 3 justices of the Supreme Court has started hearing this matter. It's a matter of hours, really, because Ganesh Chaturthi is tomorrow. The Karnataka government, through Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, has informed the court that they've only given permission to hold the festival for 2 days. But Senior Advocate Kapil Sibal, on behalf of the Karnataka Muslim body, is saying that for 200 years there was no dispute. There have been multiple orders, injunction applications and the Waqf Board notification, and no one had ever raised a dispute. So why is it that now this issue beg your pardon, why is this that this issue is being raised now? As we speak, the hearing is going on. The Supreme Court bench has in fact asked, has there been religious festivals on that ground earlier as well? And Mr. Sibal is very clearly saying that nothing has ever been done on that particular ground, apart from the Ramzan prayers and other events that are held by the Muslim community. They are, as we speak, this hearing is still going on, Chaiti, and the arguments are being conducted. The Supreme Court bench is asking questions about the use of this land. Sibal is saying that this is in fact an attempt to change the character of that entire Idgah land. He said that the state government does use this land for Independence Day and Republic Day functions, but that does not make this into a public land or a state-owned land. Now, as we speak, the court is asking, has there ever been such similar orders passed or celebrations allowed in the past? And Kapil Sibal is very clearly saying that no such thing has ever happened. And now this issue has come up suddenly in 2022. Earlier, before the 2-judge bench, also the lawyers for the Karnataka Waqf Board, the Waqf Board, were saying that this is being done because there's an election coming next year, that there is a sudden push to hold the Ganesh Chaturthi festival, and the government, on the other hand, of course, saying that the Waqf Board notification is a separate thing. It is the revenue records of the state's revenue authorities that are the valid consideration. What is interesting, however, is also the fact that before the 2-judge bench, Chaiti, and we were discussing this earlier, the Solicitor General read out the 1964 judgment, which very clearly says that the Bangalore Municipal Corporation had failed to establish that the municipal corporation owns this land. But now what the state is saying, that municipal corporation ownership is different, revenue records are different, Waqf Board records are different. So this entire issue is now being turned into this very nuanced, very complicated question of which records will the court have to believe, which record is the correct record. And as we speak, since the hearing is going on, our colleague Srishti, who's inside the court, the update that she's sending is that Justice Sundaresh, who's on the bench, has asked that is your grievance with relation to one particular festival or with regard to the use thereafter as well. And Mr. Sibal has responded that this is not about just this one festival. It is about the state's claim on this land. It is about any such similar issue being raised afterwards as well. Because remember, right now the Karnataka government has taken the stand that it is only a 2-day issue, that this is being created into there is a fuss being created for nothing. Solicitor General in fact said this specifically, that this issue of law and order problems or religious tensions is being created to sensitize, sensationalize this issue, that this is only a 2-day festival that has been permitted, that this is public land because there is no wall. This land is an open ground. There are no walls or boundaries demarcated on this. That is what the state's argument has been so far. But as we speak,
one of the judges has also asked the question, was the Ganesh Chaturthi festival held earlier as well on this land or not? Do we have those details as well, Anisha?
Well, yes, Chaiti, as I was saying, the sport is asking, has there been any other similar religious festival held on this land ever before? This is something that the two-judge bench, which was hearing this matter about an hour ago, had also asked. And this bench is also asking the same question, that was there any other religious festival held in this place? And Mr. Sibal has very clearly said that no, never has any other religious festival been held in this place. The only reason that this ground is used is for the Ramzan celebrations. It is used for the Eid, the Namaz. It is also used as an open playground by children. It is used by the state government for Independence Day and Republic Day celebrations. But because these are national festivals and not religious festivals, no objection was raised on that ground. The objection now is with regard to using this land for the festivals of other religions.